Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. So today we're trying out a new scope on my Crosman CF11 or F11. It's actually marked F11 on the receiver, but part number is CF11. But anyhow, I picked up a new scope yesterday in town at the Hawk Shop. It's actually a Sun Optics USA 3x9x42. It's a bit of a shorty scope. Has illuminated mil dot rectal on it. So you low light shooting, you can turn it on different levels. You know, it's got 7 different levels on this thing, so it can go dim or pretty bright, which is kind of nice. So I can't wait to try this in the lower light settings. Kind of overcast today, a little bit windy today, but that's okay. We're going to expect that it's not going to be a perfect shooting day, but I am going to do a 10-shot group of these Polymag Predator pellets. Now, these aren't for general plinking, these are for pest control, so they're designed to kill. There's on the can, it says proven to be the best hunting pellet made. And my air guns that I have in my collection these days are going to be for general plinking with regular pellets, and of course any pest control I may need to do. And I live in Canada, so this is a non-PAL air rifle. I don't have my PAL, so no PAL air guns for me. And I prefer, you know, the non-PAL stuff anyways. Less garbage to go through. But anyways, for a gun that shoots just under 500 feet per second, it actually does a really nice job with the Crosman pointed pellets. I got it all zeroed in on the scope with those, and I've been shooting a few rounds of Predators through it with no changes to the settings, and the grouping is still actually really good on it. So if I deviate at all, it's either wind or me jerking, because I am still getting used to the gun, but because it is my first nitro rifle, and I am liking it. It's pretty cool, and so far this scope is actually really cool too. It doesn't deviate at all from shot to shot at all, where I found that this Crosman center point that came with it, actually I'd get a couple good shots, no problem, then I'd miss one. And it's like there's no way I missed that target. I'm right on target. No matter where I hit it, should have at least moved it, right? Because I got the resetting trap. And so I think it's just that it's a cheap scope that they put with this gun. They put a really nice center point with the Benjamin Classic. But anyways, let's get on to this and take our 10-shot group with the Predators. So what I'm going to do as well, give me a second, is I'm going to zoom in on the target so you guys can see what's going on from shot to shot. And hopefully this doesn't take too long, but I got to try and deal with the wind at the same time. Alright, I think we'll stay pretty good there. Now, this scope sells new for $179 in Canada, or about $120 US. So, it's a pretty impressive scope so far. Not impressed with this wind picking up though. That really can wreak havoc on you a little. Yeah, it's blowing in my back, but still a bit of a pain. You never get a perfect day, I guess. Apparently the more you use a brand new nitro gun, the smoother things get with them, so. These pellets do sink right flush with the 2x6 I'm shooting into. So even for a 15.89 grain pellet, they do a pretty darn good job. So I can't wait to hit them on the steel trap and see how much they actually squash compared to a regular pellet. Few more shots. I am shooting too from 10 meters away as well. Alright, let's go grab that target and see how we did. Zoom the camera out first. Looks further than it is. Well, you know what, guys? I think if I was doing pest control, that animal is history. But even for general target shooting of 10 shots, I'd say that the scope is sighted in really well, considering I did this without a laser bore sighter or any other kind of assistance. I think that's a really sweet grouping from those predators. That is nice. And I'm still fighting wind, you know, at the same time. So that's pretty impressive. That scope does a great job. I'm really happy with it. Now if I could find a way to lock the focusing ring, that would be actually something pretty cool. So as far as the gun goes, accuracy on this gun is amazing once it's dialed in with the right scope. Like I said, these cheaper Crosman center points, I would probably, you know, it's kind of up to you really, but I think they would probably do better on a pump-up gun or a CO2 gun because there's not that same kind of a shock recoil. And I am going to try that out. I ordered some new scope rings in because I want to actually try this on a non-Springer gun and see what it does in comparison. And then I could probably do a little bit more of a fuller review and say, okay, not the greatest on this, but works great on this, hopefully. We'll see what happens with that review once I get the scope rings in. But these Predator Polymags, they're doing awesome at 15.89 grain. Now these are the shorties too, so they say they're designed for rotary magazine use. They're 8.7 millimeter, and these are the 22 caliber. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that, with the results. And I only have my zoom set to 7. You know, but that is definitely nice. I also ordered in some other stuff to go tactical night mode as well, and you'll see some videos coming up as on, you know, one of the items that I bought for that. But as the other stuff comes in over the next few weeks, because I ordered all that stuff from China too, much cheaper, got a whole variety of stuff, so I'll see what I can do for the best setup, because I want to get this gun and my Benjamin both set up for sniping quality type shooting, right? For not just target practice, but also, like I said, pest control. You know, these things will still work for that. But definitely a cool gun, definitely a really nice scope. Very impressed with that. Totally impressed with those results. I couldn't have asked for better for that. And like I said, we're fighting a bit of wind as well at the same time, so that's actually doing pretty good. But anyways, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad you had the patience to sit through this. This is also my little homemade bipod thing. I picked this thing up at Value Village last night, and I put a foam into this. It's kind of like a makeshift bipod, but hey, it works. You know, that's the main thing, right? And it saves some money for now. So anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.